There is one more type of problem that must be considered before we wrap up this unit. Your test is this week, so keep in mind with that. We are going to work through 5 questions to begin the video. Then we'll talk about what we did, and then we'll do 2 more questions to wrap it up, so it's really quick. But let's just consider what we've done so far and how this question has been done. And what we have done is we've taken x times x to get x squared. We've taken x times -5, remembering that that is a -5 to get -5x. We've taken 5 times x to get plus 5x, and then we've taken 5 times -5 to get -25. We have then combined our like terms. -5, +5 actually makes 0 because they're opposites. And so what happens is these 2 things cancel out. The only reason they cancel is because one is negative and one is positive, giving us the final answer of x squared minus 25. Next question. We start out 3x times 3x, which makes 9 with 2x's x squared. 3x times -2 makes -6 with 1x. 2 times 3x makes plus 6 with an x. 2 times -2 makes -4. When I put my like terms together, I have a -6 and a +6. Interesting. The 6 is canceled, of course, making 9x squared minus 4. Excuse me. Let's look at C. 4x times 4x makes 16 with 2x's or x squared. 4x times 5 makes plus 20 with an x. -5 times 4x makes minus 20 with an x. -5 times 5 makes -25. I go to put my like terms together. Positive 20, -20. Cancel out because they're opposites, giving me the answer of 16x squared minus 25. I think I see a pattern coming on here. I hope you see it too. Here on D, you take 2x times 2x, you get 4 with 2x's or x squared. Take 2x times -3y, you get -6 with an x and a y, because here's your x and here's your y. 3y times 2x is a +6, alphabetical order with an x and a y. And then 3y times -3y is -9 with 2 y's or -y squared. When I go to put my like terms together, -6, +6, because they're opposites, they cancel out. 4x squared minus 9y squared is my final answer. And then E, this makes 36t squared because 6 times 6 with 2 t's, plus 24 with a t and a u, minus, because that's signs are different, 24 with a t and a u, and then -4 and +4 make +16 with 2 u's. Notice now when I go to put my like terms together, +24 and -24 cancel out. 36t squared plus 16u squared. Now, although I did act surprised, I knew it was going to happen, but we should notice that the middle terms canceled out in every problem. When you inspect that, you see that there is something in each part. So look back at your sheet and notice that the values in the parentheses are the same. 4x, 4x, 5 and 5. 2x, 2x, 3 and 3. 6t, 6t, 4u, 4u. Values are the same, but the signs in the middle are different. You have a minus and a plus and a minus and a plus. And so that is your indicator that something funny is going to happen. Anytime this happens, you can expect for the middle term to eliminate. Even more, if you practice it enough, you can actually answer the question without even working through the middle term. So let's look at some examples before moving on. I'm going to work this out from the perspective of recognition. So when I go to do this problem and I see 5x plus 3, 5x minus 3, what I can do, I don't have to do it. You can work out every single problem. If you don't understand what I'm about to do, you can work out every single problem like we did here. That is not a problem. But I need you to understand that if you do recognize it, you can do it this way. I see 5x plus 3, 5x minus 3. The first thing that stands out is that both 5x and 3 are in both parentheses. The second thing that stands out is that the signs are different. And so that tells me that the middle term is going to cancel. And so all I have to do is 25x squared minus 9. if I recognize it. Again, if you didn't recognize it, if you really aren't good with this yet, just do it the other way. 5x to 5, 5x to 5x, 5x to 3, and so on. But for those who can recognize that this is pretty much the same thing, just plus or minus, you can use that shortcut. Here, I see 6x minus 3y, 6x plus 3y. I say to myself, hey, the numbers are the same and the signs are different. I'm just going to go 36x squared minus 9y squared, and that is my answer. So again, if you recognize it, you can do it that way, but make sure you work on recognizing that pattern if you're going to do it. Otherwise, just do the work that you would normally do. We now have officially seen the end of the unit information. Please log into MathXL and begin working on Chapter 8.4a and 8.4b. All of your grades go in at the end of the week. That is all of your A's and B's, including 8.1, 8.2, and 8.3. So please be sure to get things done on time, because you don't want a bunch of zeros going in. So if you happen to finish, because I think you can finish this fast enough, but if you happen to finish your A and your B from today, please make sure you look at your grade book and get whatever grades in that you still have missing, so you can start getting those up and not worrying about having to take this class over again next year. Good luck.